All right. Welcome in. Today, we're going to be working on Arrrrchemist. And I'm the average goob, but you're all goobies, so welcome in. Let's go ahead and hop right in here. I'm going to be starting off by... okay. Somebody followed right away. I was not expecting that. Welcome in. Yeah, I'll have to check that out. Thank you for the follow. I'm just getting started here. I'm gonna be working on my pirate jam game, and I'm working on fixing the title up because I realize it's not scaling properly. So it's gonna be a little weird, but I gotta fix it. It's bothering me. All right, so we got the title. Things are not working, so this is fun. Oh, there we go. Okay. What if I put everything in the center? Okay, that didn't work. Well, does it? No, it doesn't. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. All right. Okay, so we want to full screen this. Does this keep everything in the center? No, I don't know why it's doing this. All right, maybe this needs to be a canvas. Maybe that's what it is. Right? Okay. And the title screen. It's fine. Feel like I need to just push these down a little bit. So the title container has everything in it. Okay, centered it. Cool. No. Can't be assigned. Okay, I need to canvas layer. Okay, that's better. Now I just need the map to scale. That's good. Well, this stuff didn't go to the proper space, so that's not good. But we are in a much better spot now. I think it's because these aren't actually in the container. I probably need to anchor them. Bottom, anchor, bottom. Okay, cool. I'll probably just add some margins. Maybe I can throw these into a margin container. And then let's do bottom wide. Put that in there. Cool. And then let's add a little bit of margins. Hey Samar, how you doing? Welcome in. You caught me live. Hey. I'm just working on my game, trying to figure out why my title screen is not properly set up. And I think I'm getting the hang of it here. Just working on my pirate game jam. And I noticed that when I tried the web version of it, which is the one that has to be released, everything was getting just off scaled. So, of course, I got to start the stream fixing that, which I messed it up yesterday, but that's okay. I think once I get that, I can start focusing on adding some enemies, but I got a little bit of pirate ship going on. Yeah, so we got a little something. How are you doing? Haven't seen you since Styx Colors hasn't been streaming too much. All right, how do we get the tile map? Let's see, Godot. Thank you. Yeah, I'm actually learning Godot, so this is my first game in Godot, and it's not difficult to learn, but it's a lot. It's a lot to learn. And like I don't even know what I'm looking for. I'm just bored to be honest. You miss her? No, she said it's been hot there, so she's just been taking time. Like I get that. If I was boiling, I don't think I could stream either. And it gets hot sometimes while I'm streaming. Just like a little bit of uncomfortableness. Thank you. You haven't even seen anything yet. You could think I'm terrible. Who knows? I enjoy what I'm doing, so I guess that helps. Even if I'm not good, I do enjoy it. I think I figured out my issue here. I think that's good. I just need to figure out why my tile maps aren't scaling. Reading through some settings here. Ooh. Hmm. Ooh, here we go. I found a content scale size. That's interesting. Aha. Stretch settings. Okay. Okay. Stretch, stretch, stretch. Resizable. Stretch mode. Viewport. Keep aspect ratio? Oh, come on. That's gotta work, right? That's gotta work. Oh my gosh, it worked. Yes. Oh, beautiful. Godot is just, it is blowing me away with how amazing it is. Awesome. Now I don't have to worry about the cameras. Speaking of which, do I still need the camera for this? Okay, so I don't even need the camera technically. Little celebration of emotes. Heck yeah. I wish I had like a little confetti shooter that I could just shoot off on screen every time I accomplish something I've been struggling with. Especially when it's an easy solution as just saying enabled. All right, that's good. Now, I want to change the health into A bar. Progress bar, I think that's what they're called. Yeah, progress bar. Okay, okay. That above that. And then we do not need it to be this big. Max value 1. That's fine. Whoa. It scared me. The sound effects, not used to them for some reason. Hey, Godot Game Dev, welcome in. Thank you for the follow. I hope you enjoy watching a Godot nerd noob, because I'm both of those things right now. I am enjoying it, but I'm also learning at the same time. Oh, perfect. Was not expecting to be able to resize the health bar. I don't even know what to do with the health bar. I didn't really, I didn't even design a HUD for this. I'm just kind of adding these and just going with what Godot allows me to do. Let's do player health bar. I'm going to make this unique. Okay, and then somehow I have to tie this into the HUD scene. Okay, let's make a reference to it. Okay. And then what kind of things we got? We got changed, value changed. Okay, nothing that I need to actually signal. But when the health changes, so when we update the health, I need to update the progress bar. So player health bar dot value equals I think HP amount divided by 100. I think that's how it is. This may not work. It says 100%. Let's go run into something. It's the only way I can lose health right now. 0%. No. What is it? Oh. It's literally, I think. Okay, I have to okay. So I have to do HP, no, player dot health max. Why is it not giving me this? Divided by HP. No. Yeah, the HP amount, that's right. And then I think we multiply this by 100. So if anybody knows math, I'm trying to get like a percentage or like a decimal from this. I don't know if this is actually correct. Still 100%. Still 100%. I don't think this is right. I think it should be like 1 for 1 on the percentage. So what if I just did this and then I changed the progress bar to 100 in step 1? Okay, but what if my health was more than 100? So, time to go to the Godot docs. Let's do Godot health bar. That's 2 words, apparently. No. Dynamic health bars, that's what I want. You're clueless? Hey, you know what? That's okay. You can be clueless with me. That's fine. We're gonna learn this together. Because This learning Godot makes me feel so dumb, but as I learn things, I feel powerful. Nothing like being dumb and powerful. No, it's fun though. It's a good little learning experience. And I've mostly made games in Game Maker Studio. So every once in a while, I whip out my Average Game Studio website, and I'm just like, yeah, I've made games. I've made tons of games. I've got games. I've published all of these, but they were all made in game jams, and they were all in Game Maker. So I'm like, I need to do something. I want to make 3D games. I tried Unity. I went to college, learned Unreal Development Kit, but I was just like, I want to have something that I can do both in because I don't want to abandon my 2D games. Thank you. Thank you. I have a lot of fun making them, but learning a new engine to do it is daunting, but it's still fun, and that's what matters. All right, let's actually go to the documentation. Okay, so we can not show the percentage. Ah, there it is. Show percentage. Okay. And then let's see. Progress bar, properties. I didn't see value. Like, hello? Okay, I guess there's no dot value. Maybe it's because it's part of a node control. No, definitely part of the progress bar. Also, I don't like when I'm searching for things, I struggle with what to type in for this engine, but I'll figure it out. Health bar, set values. Oh, I like easy health bars in Godot. That's nice. Oh, okay. We can just do an on ready here. And then we can do the health bar, what is it? Yeah, the health bar. And then we can do the player dot health. Okay. And then this actually should make sense. When I set the value to the HP amount, we would set the player's health here. And then I can also set the current value to the player's health. Okay. So if I went into the player and I gave the player max health health of 1,000, but gave them only 100 health, perfect. 100 out of 1,000, and the progress bar is 100 out of 1,000. That worked perfectly. Okay. Let's undo that. I don't know if I'm going to give the player 100 health or anything, but that's what I'm doing for now. Okay. I mean, do I need to show the values? Maybe, maybe not. Okay. And this should be anchored, I guess. Anchor, top left. Okay. Let's set it below the player's bar here. And then let me just center this. I'm gonna put this over the bar. Very cool. All right. Is ship health the right word for this? I don't know. But we have a bar that has the health, and I just need to change the colors. Okay, how do we change the colors? We've got a theme, so let's go ahead and drop our theme in here. And then background flat box, cool. I don't know. Let's do like let me actually open up Photoshop. I've got some colors in here that I can use. I want to kind of stick to my color palette. What is it? Level design, GUI, title, boom. Seems good. Seems good. That's what I'm talking about. Snag these colors. I don't have to think about colors here. And then probably gonna use like green and stuff for the fill. All right, there's that. We're gonna change the fill. And then we'll use like a green. Kind of a nice color. I like that. I wonder if I can change the color to like red when it gets to a low color. I wonder if that's like a gradient. I wonder if I can make a gradient. Wow, you're yeah, why is there a hole in the donut? Okay, yeah. That's funny. Let's see. Okay, so you'd set the modulation color? It's not very clear. Hold on, maybe I'm not. Let's do progress bar instead of health bar. Okay, hold on. This one looks like it has some stuff in it. Oh, he's doing okay. So you can do like an animated health bar. That might be kind of cool. Hey, Granger, what's going on, dude? What's shaking? Not too much. Just I found a bug with my title screen, so I started off by fixing that. So now when you play the game, it scales it. It was like moving the whole camera and everything. It was terrible. But now the full screen works. I've got, well, now the volume sliders are broken apparently. So that's cool. Um But I was working on getting a player's health bar. I got cooldown timers here. So all that stuff's working. But it's going. I'm working on the health bar right now. I just ran into a sandbar, so I lost a health. So I got the health bar working. I was just figuring out how to change it. Yeah. Well, actually, I got the health bar works now. I've just tied it into the player's max health. And then I'm displaying their current health. So it's not really a percentage, technically. But yeah, it's kind of cheesing it a little bit. I could have done a percentage, but it's literally just the health. Um, but yeah, now I just figured out that these aren't working. Oh, it's because this container's overlaying it. Lame. Dang. Okay. Well, I just feel like that. Then who cares? Who's gonna know? I fixed it. Okay. If you want percentage for any max health, it's pretty easy. Just do current health divided by max health. Right, right, right. I could do that. The thing I was dealing with though, I was like, when I was thinking about this, I'm like, I just want to display their health. Technically, if I change, all I have to do is this. I just do show percentage, and then I can hide my label here. I don't even have to do the math. I don't even have to do the math. It just does it for me. And I have 100 health. So obviously it's a 1-for-1 right here. That's why I was like, I'll just put the health there. I didn't care. Hey, Bear Like Lion, what's up, dude? Let me show you something real quick. Appreciate you stopping by. Um, but I did want to show you my blurred lines. Hold. Hold. Boom. I got it after work, and I will be playing it tonight. Maybe even on stream if we're lucky. And then I'll send you. I can highlight it and send you the video if you want it. But yeah, dude, congrats on releasing your game. And anybody that wants to snag it, go ahead and give Bear Like Lion some love. He just released his survivalscape game. I believe it's you and your wife working on this, right? She's doing the art for it. You're solo deving it. It looks like a lot of fun. I'm a huge fan of survival or survivor styled games. So I love the different classes that you can play. I love just the high energy it seems to have. And right now it's only 359. Dude, you're cutting yourself short here. I would have paid at least 9.99 for this. But if this is your first game on Steam, then that's impressive. I don't even have a game on Steam, dude. So if you guys like survivor style games, snag it. Support another indie dev. 10 plus positive reviews. Nice. Hey, congrats. Look at that. No negative ones so far. It's because these people know you, and you'll find them and you'll change their minds about what they say. No, that's awesome, dude. Congrats. Number 400 new releases under $5, dude. That hell yeah. Checking all the boxes. There's 30 people watching streams of it. Oh, that is so good, dude. That's got to make you feel great, but also very nervous just watching all these people play it. I kind of feel that. There's some issues you need to patch out tonight. Yeah, that happens though, right? That's so good to hear. Yeah, I'm actually oh, that's not supposed to be that. I'm supposed to name this. I actually can't wait to play it. I was gonna play it before streaming, but I just didn't have time. Hey Bun Bun, welcome in. Just wrapped up a cowboy sesh. Very cool. Half an hour late. I know, what the heck? You missed all the stuff that I've done. I've done so many things. But it's okay. Bun Bun, now that you're here, I do want to show you something. Okay? You watching? I'm doing this backwards. All right? I'm doing this for you. Yeah. It's got controller support. It's got controller support. I did it. I'm going to go into lurk while you work. Have a good night and a great stream. Thank you, Brelic Lion. I appreciate it. And good luck on your dev, dude. Yeah, look at that. There you go, Bun Bun. Added some accessibility for the controller. It was actually very easy. I did this just for you. I'll have to update. It says left mouse button, right mouse button, and space. I'll have to actually fix that. But yeah, we got boosting, we've got flipping, and we've got shooting. Everything works. You're so gonna play. Yeah. Well, I figured it wasn't too bad to do, so why not? I just have to figure out how to do the menu items and stuff. So I don't really know how to do indexing for that. So you may need a mouse to just start the game, but I have enough time to figure it out. So yeah, it's very cool. It's working just fine. I wish every dev does controller support. You're a hero, Goob. Oh, Samar. Well, it was asked for, and honestly, it's smart to have controller support. If you can do it, you might as well. It's not like I'm over here making an MMO. The most buttons you're gonna need are probably like 5. So, I'm just glad I can do it. Also, it reminds me. So yeah, look how easy this was. All I had to do was go into my actions. So you map like functions to the key, and all I had to do was just press the button on a gamepad. That was it. Hero of the goobs, you know. It was so easy. All right, I'm gonna add a new one here for pausing. See, watch this. So I just hit add a new one here for pause. Boom. It covers Xbox, Nintendo, start buttons, all that. All I had to do is hit a button. It's insane how easy this stuff is. Now the menus are a different thing though. Being able to like navigate through menus, you have to index your items, but I'll figure that out. I'll figure it out. But for now, let's see if I can get a pause menu. It was that easy? No, it was literally that easy. Like I just set up the buttons for keyboard and then I map them to an Xbox controller. And the way the vectors work with the movement, it automatically works with the controller direction. It's so cool. All right, we want Godot pause menu. Pausing a game and process modes. Okay, introduction. Get tree.pause equals true. That's easy. And that, sir, is the power of input actions. Oh, yeah. Why don't you tell that to Game Maker? I mean, yes, I can map my keys, but it's not easy. So good making controller support has made this easy to make more games accessible. Yeah, and it's going to be up to the devs. Like, you have to rely on the devs to add this kind of stuff. So you might as well make it easy. Unity has the same thing. Yeah, I think I've known about that in Unity. That's why I was just like, I'm going to give it a shot. And I remember going in here, and when I was setting up the input maps, I'm like, I was manually inputting these for the keyboard. And then when I went to go hit plus here, I was like, oh, it's got all of these things on here. But I'm like, I don't want to go through these. So I had plugged in, turned on my Xbox controller and just started hitting buttons, and it worked. Like a 4-year-old learning a game engine. You hate keyboard and mouse? Well, Samar, I love keyboard and mouse, but I can play a game with a controller sometimes. Like games that require precision, like a shooter, Destiny, all that kind of stuff. I just can't do a controller these days. You're a PS gamer? Yeah, I grew up with console, but I switched to PC when I went to college, and I just haven't looked back. Did voice acting lines for 3 hours? Oh my gosh. Oh, that's right. That's right, for your RP stuff. Make sure you're drinking some tea. Yeah, PlayStation was my childhood. I didn't even, like, really have an Xbox until I was a little bit older. Alright, start by creating a button that we use to pause the game. Create a menu containing a close button. Set the process mode when paused. I don't know about everyone else, but reading docs sucks. I like looking at things. For a friend's project, and then you went and did the RPing. Oh, holy moly. You rest your voice for sure. PCs were your childhood since consoles didn't exist. Oh yeah, that's true. Dang, Granger. Dang, dude, that's right. Consoles are relatively new. I mean, my first console was a Sega Genesis. I'm sure half the people these days don't even know what that is. All right, I'm going to create a new scene here. We're going to do a pause menu. Okay, margin, VBox. The Sega, heck yeah. The Commodore VIC-20. That was basically no, that was a computer, Granger. Come on. I guess yeah, the closest thing. That is totally a computer. Got the European version of the Genesis, the Mega Drive. That's right. Can I just copy over a button that I already made? Oh, it should take in those styles actually. Shoemaker, welcome in. I'm 24. I know what those are. My dad had a SNES that I was never allowed to play. He used to have the Power Glove. No. Why didn't he let you play it? Were you destructive as a kid? That's amazing. My dad always showed off his tech and stuff when I was a kid. That's what got me into computers. I love it. Blow into the cartridges. I had to do that the other day. I had a Sapphire game for Game Boy Advance. I had a Sapphire that wasn't working. Gave it the old, and then it worked. There's my theme. Oh, nice, Bun Bun. You got the SNES from your older brother as a Christmas gift. That's nice. ADHD as a small child was really challenging for my parents with all the toy breaking and everything. Yup. Yup. I had friends who that was them. They would, well, they wouldn't intentionally break them, but they would like take them apart to see what's inside, to like figure out how they were made and stuff. And their parents wouldn't let them have any toys because of it. So I remember giving some of my toys to my friends so that they could just take them apart. Like when I was done with them or something, I would just give them to him. He loved it. He could take, well, eventually he could just take apart anything, any electronic I gave him, put it back together. He started modding like PSPs and stuff. That's rough. And you know, parents that age just well, not that long ago. I mean, they didn't know how to handle it. They still really don't. Everybody's just like, why can't you be normal? I am being normal. I don't know any different. I'm a kid. Uh, Parents. They try their best. They really do. I couldn't imagine being a parent at 20. God. Can't imagine being a parent now. Except you didn't break your toys, you just played with them all at once and then abandoned them. Our dog does that. She'll take out all of her toys. There's like a huge box of toys back there. They'll just be everywhere. And she's like, yeah, I'm done. Is being taught to be a pyro bad parenting? That depends. Did they teach you the safety of using fire, or did they just give you fireworks? I've set some things on fire as a kid. Hey, Okapi fan. Okapi fan? Welcome in. Welcome in. Nice to meet you too. Glad you're hanging out. We're just chilling. I'm learning how to make a pause menu. And it's going great. It's going great. I've got a little game that I'm working on here for the Pirate Game Jam. I'll go ahead and show it off real quick. This is my first game in Godot. I have a history of games in Game Maker, but it's my first Godot game, and I've got a little ship that can boost, it can turn around, it can fire cannons, and if you run into things, you lose health. So that's about where I've got so far. My first console was a PS2 in my living room. Currently I have PS2, 3, 4, PSP, 1. Oh my gosh, that brings back the memories. DSi, DS Lite, a Switch, and an Oculus. Oh, dang, that sounds like a dream. I just recently got a PSP and a Game Boy Advance, and I'm the happiest guy. I don't even play them, but I went on a trip like a year ago, less than a year ago, and I played my Game Boy in the car so much. I felt like a kid again. It was great. That was the smoothest and quickest time someone said my name. Heck yeah. Looks great. I still haven't done a single game jam ever. This is the best way, for me to learn. I find this to be, well, this is a 2-week jam. Normally I make games in over a weekend, but I'm having fun so far. And learning Godot at the same time, kind of slow, but something's coming together. Your dad taught you how to build fireworks as well as the safety parts? See, I never learned how to build fireworks, Granger. That's actually kind of sick, but scary. I'd be afraid to blow my hand off. Got to the point. You were doing professional shows? Dude. What? Oh my god. Other Frog's making a donut doing the donut tutorial, and the donut looks delicious. Oh, that looks good. Chocolate. A literal blast. I learned by replication. I try to rebuild existing stuff. That is the way to do it too, to be honest. That is what I do, and I should be doing. I should be taking all these games. I should be taking all of my games that I have assets for still. Like, I just made Quiet Quitter. I think I still have all my assets for What's in Your Mouth. I might have the assets for Western Shooter with Kittens. But I should take these games, especially Double Chocolate Chip Muffin Clicker. I should just make these in Godot. I don't know what I'm doing. You tell her I'm proud of her and her donut abilities, or so help me Goob. She says thank you. Yeah, that's a good idea to remake some of those games in using assets. Like I just made this game. I actually kept a blog for it too. I just made this game called Key the Board Warrior. So I literally have all these assets, and these are hand drawn by me. It's my first time doing game art for this game, like 2 weeks ago. So I could take all the art for this and remake it in Godot with how simple it was. That'd be kind of fun. I would have to learn how to do the spine animations in Godot, which seemed like a nightmare. ADHD can take you many interesting places. I definitely understand the whole dismantle and putting stuff together. Now I repair electronics in the US Navy and Japan. Wow. Dude, I bet that's nice. I bet that is therapeutic at times too. Maybe stressful. I can't imagine. But I don't find solace in building things or taking it apart necessarily, but I was building a Lego. I did the Infinity Gauntlet, and I did it for hours. Like, I've never played with Legos in my life, and like a couple months ago, I built it. It was amazing. Why reinvent the wheel? If people already did it, make it better. Yeah. Only issue is copyright infringement. So you just make it your own. You can copy their mechanics. I don't think game mechanics can be copywritten. Can game mechanics be copyrighted? No. No. No, you can't copyright game mechanics. So all you have to do is just change your story and your graphics, and that's it. Captain was doing a good job showing off animation stuff. I was watching that. Yeah, Granger, that was actually pretty sick. That was so cool watching him do that, the animation states and stuff. I didn't even know that stuff existed. So I'm gonna have to mess around with that too. Pokemon's not Pokemon without Pokemon. Tell that to Koromon. Tell that to Koromon, dude. I was playing this on stream, I think Saturday or Friday? Friday. I was playing this on Friday. You tell me that's not the same thing. It was amazing. It was very stressful because I got into like my first actual boss fight, and I was like trying to cool down from Elden Ring, and this is this guy right here, Voltgar. It was so freaking stressful. The only thing you can copyright is the code itself. Exactly. If you make the mechanics without the source code, you're fine. You got the bonsai tree Lego set that gives you 40 to 50 pink frogs. Hold 1 second. Hold on here. I'm going full screen cam. It's a little dusty. This one. This one. Stellar Frog put that one together. It's the best Lego. Okay, well, Okapi fan, if you decide to play this, you're not going to regret it. I've played it for 8 hours, and it plays like Pokemon. Ah, Okapi fan, thanks for the follow. Why is that a jump scare? Why is that a jump scare? Well, I'm glad that you enjoyed it enough, whatever I just said, to follow. Thank you. It's the Koromon, I know. I know. We also have this frog Lego. Woof, woof. I'm just kidding. They don't do that. Hey, thank you for the 100 bits. To Mako, thank you. No, that frog barks. I have way too much money in Legos. Yeah, Granger. I'm afraid I'm gonna get into Legos. I have to work on Godot though. I have to make video games to stop me from getting more Legos. Oh yeah, the Hogwarts Castle Lego. I want the one with the lights. You program Pokemon from scratch in Unity 3D? I've been working on it for 3 years now. Anyways, I enjoy the process. That's the most important part. That's sick. Do you have something you can share? Uh, like a Twitter, like a link to it or something? I would love to see that. You have to let me know. I have to permit you. Just let me know when you're ready for that. That'd be sick. I put my hobby money into Japanese Pokemon cards. Oh my gosh. I couldn't tell you how many Japanese Pokemon cards I had. Does an outdated video work? Yeah. If it's on YouTube, you should be able to link it. 3.5K cards. See, I only had like 100 or 200. I had so many. I still have some actually. Gosh, don't make me pull out my Pokemon card collection. I started trading Pokemon cards in Taekwondo. Oh gosh. As I see a few new names here, you can at a certain point in the game development have your name, a pun, or a joke in the game for 1.5k channel points, and the points add up fast. Naming is checked via the goob. You did Taekwondo as a kid? Heck yeah. I got kicked out of it because I used it on people in school. I was defending myself. Beat the crap out of a kid for making fun of my sister. Okay. If it's a YouTube video, you should be able to send it, but I'm gonna permit you anyways. Just in case. Hey, we all did Taekwondo. That's what's up. Oh, okay, thank you. I need to add that YouTube URL as well. So I'm glad you didn't just post it. I gotta get the shortened version. YouTube.b. Ooh, I hear something. Is it okay if I share this? Well, I guess you shared it in stream, so I'm gonna take that as a yes that I can share it. I'm not gonna play any music or anything from it, but I'm gonna look. Oh, I love this. Oh my gosh! This is sick. Wow, you really are creating it in 3D. This honestly, you had some shrubbery and stuff. It's better than the games they've been releasing. 7 months since then? Wow. Ooh, we're gonna see a Pokemon battle? Yo! Right. Copyright, can't show the 3D models, totally get that. This is sick! Now, if you just changed them to your own names and stuff, you've already got half a game made. You get the whole bag system and stuff set up. Everything's so smooth. I love the skating around. I'm just kidding. That's okay. You did all the level design and everything for it. I'm assuming you made these models. This is freaking amazing. I see you got the little town switching, little Poke Center. It's the Heelys. What is it? What's the nerd wheel out? Oh, it's rolling. There we go. No, this is really cool. And you made all this in Unity. I'm not gonna lie. I wasn't expecting this much. Oh, thank you for the posture check and the hydrate. I'm like crumpled over here. No, this is sick. I love seeing all the game devs just collaborating and getting together. Thank you for the hydrate. Get Tamagotchi. Thank you, Bun Bun. No, that's really cool. Can I get another permission? Yeah, if it's a YouTube link, you should be able to post it. But let me give you another one. If you ruin my trust, that's it. Don't ruin my trust. Okay, cool. Some image comparisons. Oh, is this the new menu? Oops. Wow. That's a huge difference. And you said that was in January, right? And now this one. Oh my gosh. Heck yeah. Look at that. That's a huge change. Good job. Yeah, this is why I want to get better at UI stuff. You Rickroll me, it'll be the last time. Last time. Okay, yeah, these are pretty cool. Do you actually have, I don't know why I just downloaded it. Do you actually have like online play and stuff, or is this just concept? Multiplayer is working. Wow. What do you plan on doing with this? Do you plan on like releasing a Pokemon fan game and getting the lawsuit, or do you just distribute it to friends? Rickroll got copyright claimed off YouTube. I'm not even. I'm not gonna take the bait because it's already been linked to me, and I know the video still exists. It's a good try though. I need a bigger view of this guy's stuff. The OG one got taken down. That's hilarious. Sucks to suck. All right, in the player scene, I feel like my player scene is growing too much. That's okay. Who cares? Um, just gonna put the pause menu function down here. Don't judge my code. This isn't about me. I'm melting into a puddle. Remember me. What? This song? What's going on? What do you mean? Oh, it's hot there. Okay, I gotcha. Well, put a fan on you. What the heck? What are you doing? You don't have AC and stuff over there, do you? I heard that's not a common thing to just have AC. I released it behind an invite-only login for friends. The idea is to just release it under friends and maybe let some friends stream it. I don't feel like fighting Nintendo and the Pokemon Company. I don't think anybody wants to fight them. Be the first to go in conversations with them if they'd be open to it. That'd be really cool, though. I mean, you don't see that many fan games taking that much effort and putting it in there, so that's really cool. Actually, I'm just gonna do a print function here. Make sure it's running. Paused. Be cool. Be cool. Okay, you have fans. That's good. At least you have fans. Get a little window unit. A little portable AC unit is the best. Saved us during some really hot times. Am I really adding everything to the player? This just seems crazy. Okay, we just put it into the actual tree here. Right now, it's still worse than they release, so nothing to offer, that means nothing. No, no. It's good. You just you gotta get their attention. Once you have their attention, you know you're in the clear. So yeah, just start putting stuff out there until they send you a cease and desist, and then be like, hold on, can we talk? I'm not a lawyer. Don't take any legal advice from me. I don't know what I'm talking about. It's all satire. You have OnlyFans? Rip. Maybe something more would be nice. Thought you were going somewhere else with that. I'm pretty sure it was going somewhere else with that. Where's my pause menu? I don't see it. Oh, there it is. It's 3 a.m. Am I allowed to be thick-headed to the funky jokes? Yeah, you can be thick-headed too. That's fine. Got Adwald. No. Luckily, it's only a minute and a half ads. Then we can talk for an hour or 30 minutes. I wish it was like a minute and a half of ads every hour. That would be better. Like, ads are great, right? They're so good. Everybody loves them. Okay, we got everything running. Oh no, I'm doing all the stuff. Ah. Oh, did you see that? He just casually brought it over and referenced that variable. Nobody talks about it, but everybody does it. Once I have their attention, I'm either broke for the rest of my life, true, or they ignore me since I didn't make any money. I hope if I don't mass release, the damage is doable. Yeah, no, I would never try to fight them. But what you can do is you can take your core concept, everything you've made, and you could make a like monster catcher game and just change everything. But I mean, like even Pal World has all their original concept arts. They have all their character designs. They have everything proving that they didn't copy Pokemon and that it wasn't AI generated and stuff. And they're still going through a battle because they've threatened the IP. So it's crazy that that's even a possibility. But like, if you're not selling the game, I feel like that shouldn't be a thing. Like you're making a fan game, you just make it a parody. Parody game rules. Oh, well, there's like a fair use policy on parody. Falls under the fair use defense. Fair use does not create a right to make it. Okay, well, never mind. There was something like people were trying to get around doing stuff by doing that. I'm like, all right, that's cool. Good for them. But you can make Mickey Mouse games now. Well, Steamboat Willie. That's true. That's true. It was the Pokemon fans that were bringing it to their attention. They weren't even going to worry about it. You're making a fan-made sequel to Platinum since they kind of messed up their remake? That's sick. Are you doing like a ROM for it, like a ROM hack? Oh, did he make a new script in the player? Oh, is this all in main? Oh, should I extend main with this instead? That would probably make more sense. I don't even think I have a script. I don't have a script for main. Wow. No, I think the Pokemon Company, they were digging into it. They were trying to actually figure out what they can do against them. Oh, no. Is that what you're making? The game you're making is like the Platinum one? I thought you meant like in addition to that, you're making another one. Oh yeah, they took down the Pokemon mod. Of course, they didn't want their Pokemon in their game. That makes sense. I do remember that. What is he naming stuff here? Pause menu, process, paused. Okay, yeah. Not in addition. I'm technically working on another game. Okay, which is Civ Casual City Builder. Okay. That's cool. We had somebody in here yesterday. Their name's Zai. They're actually they were talking about like their ideal game that they kind of want to make is a city builder style. So that's really cool. I wish they were here. Wish they were here for you to inspire them, but it's definitely late. Make sure I type that false. You have a small project which is Catan Settlers. That's so cool. So I'm assuming they're made in like a tabletop style, or are they like 2D? I would assume 3D. I want to make. I'm actually the first game I was gonna make was a 3D game. I have a game design document set up for it, but I'm doing this game jam instead. But there's this memory game that I want to make. It's like a memory game, puzzle roguelike, where you match English and Spanish cards, and then when you combine them, they get card abilities and stuff, and then you play through with like a deck building. But this game jam is making me focus on a little more easy idea that will get me into learning Godot. 3D as well. You're just challenging yourself to learn more 3D. Yeah, that's gonna be my next step. I'm doing 2D to learn Godot so that I'm not learning too many things at once and making it impossible for me to continue because I have some skill in 2D stuff. So just accomplishing things is helping me go. It's helping me Godot. Had to go around. It seems no legal action was taken yet. They just looked into things. Ah, okay. Yeah, I didn't know if they actually took legal action. I know they were looking into it though. They did take legal action against PokeZoo though. Okay. Holy cow, 37,000 lines of code. That's not a fan game. That's a game. My code is 211 lines. And there's 2 spaces between every function. The dog kicked me. She's like, shut up and code. I'm gonna bring this over here. There's no way that's all I have to do. It's right there. What is he talking about? Paused equals false. Oh, I see. I see. I'll go ahead and put this in there. Whoops. Is he hiding it by default? I'm so confused. Oh, yeah. I see. It's doing that little number there. Actually, I need to position this. It's not correct. It needs to be like in a canvas item. Been dealing with this issue a lot. Maybe I need to throw this into the HUD. I have a dialogue system, battle system, tools to make my life more easy. Okay. Extension classes, localization, scene loaders, day cycle, seasons, items, storage, multiplayer, which I thought was pretty impressive. That's cool. With in-between server, a wiki, written documentation. Holy cow. You have like a whole game. Which language is Godot? It's GD script. So I'm coding this in GDScript, which is kind of like Python, I guess. Hey, Python 3D. Are you coding, son? I am. I am. I'm actually learning how to set up my pause menu. You can use C# for Godot as well. They have a C# version for .NET. Oh, now I'm listening. Yeah. There's a whole nother version. Apparently, I was using it, but yeah, you can use C#. A lot of people use C#, but GDScript, since I don't really know C#, GDScript was kind of the natural thing for me to do. And that's why I went with GameMaker, is because it was all like JavaScript based language. Goodbye, pause menu. I wish it would just work. I don't know why. So everybody's like, their scenes are like this. They don't ever talk about the camera and moving things and putting it on a canvas. It's like, I feel like I should just put this on the player script, but since I need to pause everything, it does need to be in here. So maybe I need to add this as a reparent this into a new node. Let's do canvas. Okay, and then we can put this up here. The canvas layer is it's always top. And then we just hide the menu. But let's make sure it's working. Cool. Also, I noticed that I couldn't like click on the buttons, so it's kind of weird. Hmm. You dislike Python? Last time I used Python was when I was learning to teach it to a friend at the same time. Oh my gosh, same here. Okapi fan. Same here. The not putting, it's not just that. It's not just not putting the semicolons at the end. It's not just that. It's everything about it. It's the tabs. It's the lack of actual structure on your functions and stuff. It is everything is frustrating, but guess what? I'm actually enjoying it. The code is so easy to understand. I'm just enjoying it. I have written every bit of this code. I have worked a few tutorials while doing this, but this is all my code, and it just all of my syntax knowledge transferred over, and it's just easy. But yeah, it's very frustrating with the functions and like how everything's organized. I love Python. You need gravity, import gravity. Poof, gravity. Right? Node.js sucks. That's like with React, where you're like bringing everything in. You just kind of create the things. Everybody has their own components already built. I love Tailwind because of that. All right, let's hide the pause menu. Let's test it out. That didn't work at all. Oh, I have to re-reference this. Let me go ahead and make this unique. And then re-drag it in here. Hey, we have a pause menu. It still took that function in though. I don't know why. Maybe this guy's pause menu is not good. You have a whole region plan and everything for yours? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's basically just a game already. Get rid of the Pokemon and add your own. Exactly, Bun Bun. That'd be sick to see. I'd get lost in your source code. I think every developer has bad source code. We just act like our code's good because we can read it. It's like writing in a notebook. You're like, I know what this chicken scratch is. I'm going to open this other project that I have. It has a pause menu in it. I'm learning it from a survivors course. Let's see how the pause menu works in this, because I feel like it's a lot better. I could be wrong. All right, where is pause button? Did I make a pause? Oh no. Um, hmm. I've already forgotten what this game had in it. But this is just a little survivor style game that I was learning Godot with through a course. So now, let's see if I can find... Everything is so hard to find in here. Game events. Nope. Manager? UI? Okay, it's part of the upgrade screen, I think. So it uses getTree.pause. That's what I'm thinking. So I'm gonna see what else he does. Yo, this guy's adding like a shader and all sorts of weird things. This guy doesn't know what he's doing. This isn't right. No, we're gonna do a pause tree. This guy is wrong. Look, all I have to do. Okay. Yeah, I thought he was wrong. Something didn't seem right. Slap some controller support on it, you'll play it. It already has it since day one for all controllers. Look at that, Bun Bun, already taken care of. My first job was with Python and identifying electrical frequencies, and since then I'm in love with that language. That's an interesting project. You tracking brainwaves, dude? You're gonna focus on setting up more stream shenanigans? I'll be nice and cozy on the second monitor. Well, thank you. Thanks for the lurk. Even the icons to show which buttons switch. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, so like right now, all I have for mine is just left mouse button, right mouse button, and space. But I don't think it'd be too difficult, like once it checks the input, to swap those out. So I do have controller support already. But it's fun. It's fun to just like build stuff now. Boom! I ran into something. Flip. No brainwaves. Oh, okay, it was a job about electrical mining trucks and identifying faults and bearings. A lot of paper reading and programming. Oh my gosh, that sounds not like something I could do. I need hands-on stuff, dude. I need... I mean, I don't know, maybe it could do it. If I was given an objective with that kind of stuff, maybe. Actually, it sounds kind of cool. All right, there's something about ignoring something in here. Process mode. Always. Oh no, everything's frozen. Well, how do I not freeze? Huh. Okay. How? So I probably need to run this script inside the pause menu. Right? We're going dark. Deleting main. Let's move it over to the pause menu. Let's make this unique. Oh no, I can't make it unique. That's okay. And then we make the pause menu process always. Hey, I figured it out all on my own. Let me research something. I need to check if TPC has a patent on the system like Pokemon Home. Oh. They might. You hate Forger? Forgor? What's that? Forger? No. You close stream elements without saving the overlay. Ugh. That's annoying. This is the trendy way to say forget. I hate forgetting. That makes more sense. No. All right, we got a pause scene. That's sick. Now I just need to make these buttons do something. What does advance do? Oh, okay. Let's just turn that off for now. I don't know what that is. All right, on resume, we just call the pause menu function easy. And then we do game. What is it? I wrote this function already on the title screen. Get tree.quit. I'm just going to type that in. Get tree.quit. All right, let's see if that works. Why aren't they clickable? I have it set to top level. Hmm. Filter. No, I wanted to stop on this. Why can't I click? What's the debugger say? Delta is never used. Okay. Anybody who knows Godot or likes Godot or wants to learn something in Godot that I learned, if you want to make sure these errors don't pop up, and these are like not required to be used in your function, if you just put an underscore in the variable, you have to prefix it. It says if this is intended, like you don't need to use it. You just put an underscore in it, and when I run it, there's no more errors. So like in the course, again, this is where like I will use the course to learn the game engine, but I will learn the right ways. That's a prime example. The guy was just like, "Oh, you just go in and disable the notifications for it." And I'm like, that seems like a backwards way to get rid of a warning message. So, yeah, you just if you don't need this to be used, but like the function needs it to be there, you just put an underscore. Yeah, it makes it optional. So instead of doing like a question mark or whatever, like in React or something, you just do the underscore and it makes it nullable. Or basically it doesn't need to be used within the function. Because otherwise it's expecting you to use this variable. It's like, hey, you're calling this parameter, but you're never using it in your code. Is that intentional? And so you can just type safe and set up your rules. So that's something cool I learned. I don't want to just disable the message unless absolutely no way to get rid of it. But always be learning. Yeah, default values are nice, but like this is a thing. This is a function that is defined by the game engine, and it's required delta. So it has to pass it in. So like if I don't pass it in, I don't know if it works. Yeah. So it says the function signature doesn't match the parent. The parent signature is process float. Oh, I guess if you did do this, maybe. No, yeah. So it is requiring that delta to be passed. So crap. Yeah. Right. If I was writing my own function, I wouldn't pass it if I don't need to. No. Delta is being passed. Delta is being set every time. That's what I'm saying. Like in this one specifically, I think they have two functions. So you've got func ready and then process. And then I think like process, what's this one called? Yeah, it's just process, physics process. So, but they have to pass in delta. I don't know why. Is this Ghibli music? Probably. Merry-go-round of life. Sure is. Yeah, piping. I don't understand why they do it for this too. And like normally I wouldn't make this like required or I would set a default, but delta is the time being passed when doing the process event. So it's being passed in no matter what. Kind of weird. Oh, I wonder if I need to make the buttons process all the time. Hmm. Okay. Oh, inherit. So it should already be there. All right. Um let's see. Godot, HUD, canvas, layer, button, not clickable. Okay, what if I move this? Yeah, I'll keep its unique name. All right, so if I do that, it's probably not going to work. Yeah, it's still weird. Hmm. Godot doesn't have overlays. It does. This canvas layer should technically be like overlaying everything. The answer, it's complicated. Legal stuff is complicated for a reason. They don't want normal people figuring it out. They want you to go to school and know people. And like the thing is, these buttons work just fine on the title screen. Do they work on this one? Yeah, they work here. So why aren't they running in the game? Layer sorting. All right, so it just has to be at the bottom, I guess. We have to first talk about parallel universes. I want a legal version for dummies so I can go check. If I go ask a lawyer if it's straight up no. They have something that like that. Do I need a lawyer? What is it? AI website. I forgot what it is. Dang, I don't remember what it's called, but there's like a site that uses like an AI lawyer that you can like ask a bunch of questions to and at least get somewhere close to what you're looking for to see if you need to contact a lawyer or not. I can't remember what it's called. Goblin has done the sleep time war cry, so I must go to sleep. So everyone be nice. I'm getting out my whapping cane. Oh, and have an amazing time. And thank you for joining the Goobers. Oh, copy fan. Yeah. Fun. Thank you so much for hanging out tonight. It's so late for you. I appreciate all your support. I hope you have a good sleep. And I'll see you next time. Honestly, make it a law that every single law in existence has a dummy version. Oh my gosh, that should be a law. And if people want to find workarounds, they'll need to check the full version. Yeah, like give us something that's consumer friendly, something that we can understand. That'd be nice. Oh, I need to go copy that sound effect. It's almost 3 a.m. for you too. Oh my gosh. Well, if you do go, thank you for hanging out and joining in. I appreciate you. I hope you have a good night as well. But if you decide to hang out, just working on a pause menu, And then I might start working around and getting maybe I was gonna say an enemy, but I need to get my front cannon working too. Lawyers and judges would stop having jobs. Maybe somebody still needs to interpret the law, right? Lawyers dressed as Mickey and Goofy. Oh, you're still procrastinating going to bed. I've been there. That's fine. You can procrastinate here. That's what I do. I'm procrastinating building a memory game and every other thing that I'm supposed to be doing. I need to work on enemies. No, I need to work on getting the last cannon working. It's just an auto cannon. It can't be that tough. And besides, I'll probably just copy the player and then make something. I'll just make a ship that goes across the screen. I don't know what I'm going to do for it yet. 3 a.m. is where you start being productive. Not me. I'm asleep at 3 a.m. nowadays. I don't think I've stayed up until 3 a.m. in years. But that was when I was my most productive. My 3 a.m. is now 8 p.m. What do you want? Maybe I can think of something somewhat doable quickly. So I've got these little guys. Let me show you. I've got these little guys right here. The enemy ships. And they've got their front cannons. These are going to be auto shooting. And then these cannons will go off on intervals. And they can like patrol the sea. But when they're in range, I might do like a big ol' area 2D around them. And when they get in range, just start shooting the player. Are the enemies a crew of goob goobs? Maybe. Just put little goob goobs on there. That'd be cute. Beans, yes, no. Hello, that guy. Welcome in. All right. It has to be yes or no. Yes. If this is old goob, no. I freaking hated beans growing up, dude. Something about their texture that like they were like gritty, pop in your mouth. It just wasn't natural for me. I hated it. But now, love beans. I'll eat beans and whatever. 10 out of 10 streamer. Hey, I'm just calling it as it was. Pirate goobs. Oh my gosh, can you imagine little goob goobs with pirate hats on? Can you assign focus points on the player and the enemies will move towards those points, kind of like Vampire Survivors? I don't know. I don't really know how to do any of that in Godot. I would assume I would just do like overlapping areas. So like what I have for my current player. No. Yes. My current player has this area, this damage area, and if anything hits it, you take damage. And the way the characters are moving aren't going to be, they're not going to be like 3D. They're either going to be up or left and right, and they can go in angles and stuff. And like, let me show you. This is kind of what I'm assuming the enemy's movement's going to be like too. I don't really, so like I can move in all these directions. I can even go backwards and then it flips the ship if I start going that way. So it's all like kind of velocity based or whatever. But then your cannon auto shoots off the back, so you can get people chasing you, or you can flip around, get people behind you. And then you can fire your cannons to the top and bottom there. And I've got fireballs and shadow balls right now, which technically I don't need to have those on there. Where's my cannons? Technically, these don't need to be on there. I was just messing around. So I also have to figure out how to do like an inventory system. But this is all I got right now. So I think that the enemies will, I want to set up like a patrol. So like have them like going around like this island or something. Here, this little tiny island. We'd have like a pirate ship that's just kind of patrolling around it. And I don't even know if I can do paths. That would be cool, like a little path. And then when you get in the area, they'll start chasing you. And they'll have a front cannon so they can fire at you. And you have a back cannon so you can fire at them. And that's kind of how I was thinking, like trading fire. And then you can like flip on them and go ram speed and just bam, shoot them as you're passing. An extra hitbox just for them. Okay, cool. So I could do that. Because right now the damage area it's working so that if I hit an island, I lose health. Okay, yeah. So that's what I was thinking. So for like the enemy, I would basically just do I'm just gonna add another collision shape here. So I can do like a collision shape 2D, and then I can just do a circle. And then in that circle, I can just boost it up. And then if the player enters that area on the enemy, they'll start chasing or shooting at you. Can't spell paint without pain. True. So true. I can use 2D paths. 2D path. Path. Oh, there is. There's path 2Ds. Sick. Thank you, Granger. And I wonder, so you can use these markers. I'm using markers for the cannons. I wonder if I can add markers so that the pirate ship will shoot at that marker. I think that's what you're saying. And that was the first thing I thought of was adding points where they would shoot at. So I'd put one here at the back of it and one at the front, and it will shoot either one of those points depending on which one's closer or something. And that way it can kind of predict a little bit, quote unquote, predict some of that movement. You can't spell heart without art. You also can't spell fart without art either, so you're onto something, Pipin. Oh, this is sick. All right, let me test the pause menu. Oh, it works. Oh, it works. Also, let me just desktop audio unmute. You hear that? Volume. And then we begin search. And then if I go to the menu, beautiful. Beautiful. You guys are coding in the 30th century. I just enjoy the pretty colors. I mean, this is pretty new to me, so I'm just enjoying every bit of it. And then every time I get this idea and then I can make it happen, it just gets me excited about it. Okay, the pause menu works. Now I need to bring the options over to the pause menu. What do I do? Okay, options container. Save branch as a scene. Scene, UI, options container. Okay, save. Now I have to move all the code to its thing, huh? Title screen. Wait. Oh, each one of these has its own already. Oh, it's already separated out. Is this going to be easier than I thought? Let's try it. Where's the options? No freaking way. No freaking way was it that easy. We're out here making games in 2024. That's sick. How cool is that? All right, what I'm gonna do though is probably move it into its own container. Can I get another permission? Yeah, I got you. Let's see it. Love me some enemy AI. Oh, you took a screenshot of my game? I feel so honored. Let me pull that up. All right. I feel like you have college level experience in game design. This is the kind of stuff that I used to have to do in college when I went to college for game design. And we would always do this. We'd analyze people's games, we'd analyze their UIs and stuff. This is very professional. All right, so we got start shooting. If this enters sight, it will move into here to start shooting. So here's our sight, and here's my hitbox. So if the sight sees any of these things, it starts shooting at these points. Are you saying make these points like individual collision layers? And then if it overlaps with their sight, the enemy will start shooting at the player. And then if it hits anywhere on this hitbox, it damages it? Because if I just nailed that, you explained it very well. I got denied on a game dev study 3 times. Ugh, I'm so sorry. It was easy. They just made me pay a lot of money that I'm still I'm still paying off 10 years later. Okay, cool. Yeah, so this is exactly it. I'm if it's okay, I'm just going to steal this image and then I'm going to add it into my enemy ship. If that's okay. Thank you. Thank you. No, this is exactly what I need. So I didn't even think about adding like points that it would overlap with because like this is them seeing your ship. And then if I do collisions on the front or back, instead of overlapping the player's ship, this gives them a little bit of lead time to start firing off. Yeah, I'm glad you just started learning on your own. That's the biggest thing. Like you didn't let them say no and then just okay. That's what makes an indie game dev. And honestly, I feel like anybody going to college for game design is probably looking to be in the industry because they're not going to teach you, and like I mean like AAA, because in college they didn't teach me how to build games on my own. Now that I think about it, I've been making games since I was like 13, 11 maybe. I started making board games and stuff, but they didn't teach me how to work for myself. They taught me how to be part of a team where people told me what to do, or I came up with ideas and I told a team to do it. It was never, hey, get in the engine and do it yourself. My final project was a team of like 6 people. You might want to make the middle one longer, otherwise it might rarely trigger. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I might have to make the hit. Well, I'm gonna have to make a separate hitbox for the enemies. I have a collision mask for when I collide with the land and stuff. I researched what I would learn there, then decided to learn it yourself. Yeah, that's what I should have done. And as a matter of fact, I don't know. College is bitter. I think if you're going to be a doctor, a lawyer, anything that requires a lot of actual study and stuff is fine. But with game design, I mean, I'm not going into IT or anything, but like game design, probably didn't have to go to college for. Just a fancy piece of paper. And I'm doing exactly what I probably would have done anyways. Yeah, AAA is a way different world. Like when you're building a game with a team, you're just working on this one little piece. You never really see the big project all together a lot of the times. I almost went to work for a game studio, but it would have been for a government contract, and that doesn't sound fun. I've not worked with a team of people since college. Yeah, I haven't worked too many teams lately. Just struggling now to get into the industry since that paper also comes with privileges. Uh, yeah, most places. It didn't. I tried applying multiple times to like high res studios and Blizzard and uh Riot and all of them. I applied to all of them. My piece of paper didn't get me anywhere. I didn't even get a conversation with anybody. And I have real world game publishing experience. So it was just very surprising. I work at it for an average game studio. It's just me. That's a damn good looking donut. Oh yeah, good job, babe. That's better than theirs. Yours is chocolate. And that looks really good. Might have to get some donuts in the morning to celebrate the donut and blender. I'm a girl. I don't want to work at Blizzard. Yeah, I wouldn't either. This was before I knew about all that stuff too, mind you. This was like 10 years ago. Yeah, no, it's pretty brutal. Nope. Yeah, no thank you. Not after all of that stuff. So, I'm just saying, like I tried applying to these places and my piece of paper didn't work either. So, who knows what they're looking for. But yeah, breaking into the industry has got to be like a difficult thing. I've never actually like tried other than just applying. Yeah, most of the time you're isolated to a very specific part of the game. That's what sucks about working AAA. Blizzard reached out to you and you took the call, though they didn't want to pay to crap for what you've been doing. Yeah, okay. Yeah, they didn't want to pay for your experience. That's a problem too. That'd be interesting, Granger. Imagine what you would have worked on. You would have done like little projects here and there. That'd been crazy. Hey, Trialander. Welcome in. AAA industry folding right before I exit college is crazy. Oh my gosh, right? No, I'm just going to say, speaking from experience, indie game devs unite. That's all I got to say. Start connecting with other indie game devs. Start working on projects that you love. Share that work with people publicly. Trade ideas. Find people who have the same passion. Work together and build games. You will find a publisher. Even if you have to publish yourself, it's so easy to publish these days. You don't need somebody to publish for you. Work a part-time job, move into somewhere easy. I mean, rent's crazy all the way, but try to live minimally and make your game. They offered $96K a year to work on Hearthstone. See, Hearthstone would have been a fun game to work on. But $96K in California is not enough. Yeah, not moving to California. You'd have to make minimum $150K in California to live comfortably. And it's like they're not even going to pay that. Now, if you're working remote, $96K remote, not bad, but not in California. You couldn't even get an apartment. Right, that's what I'm saying. $150K is like the minimum. Right, the $96K remote for almost anybody would be insane because you wouldn't be living in the place where $96K is going to be minimum wage. You've been extending your connections, but it's still hard. Yeah, hey, just one connection at a time. It helps. Just knowing people, making yourself known around the communities is huge. And then just sharing your work. And honestly, your fan game's impressive. Considering you did all that yourself, that's very impressive. I wouldn't discount that at all. It's more than I've done on all my games combined. Rent $700 a month. Oh my gosh. Yeah. 700 euro. 760. Okay, so it's not too far off. Yeah, so double this, you're looking at 1800, so like 1650 euros. Right? I thought euro is more than the USD. Anyways. So yeah, double it and add a couple hundred. This is like minimum rent in a lot of places here. And considering minimum wage, let's do a calculator here. Minimum wage is like what, 725? All right, and most people working 40-hour jobs, that's 290 a week. Okay? In a year, 15K. Now, let's do another calculator here. So we're talking rent being 1,800, and this is rough. This is just rent. This doesn't include utilities or anything. Okay, 12 months of that. Does minimum wage cover the minimum rent? No. I'm just saying 1,800 for like a 1-bedroom apartment, though. Yeah, this is insane. I don't know where to start, honestly. They've been teaching Java in classes, so I've been trying to learn CPP to do game dev. Well, the United States just said C++ is not type safe, right? So what now? What do we do now? Do you start learning Swift and making mobile games? Probably. Yeah, I would say, like, if you're trying to break into the industry, it's going to be tough. It's going to be very tough. You were out there for 3.5 years making 235 and struggling. That's insane, Granger. Seeing that number and seeing struggling next to it it's very sad. It's very sad that that's the reality we're in right now. Yeah, in the early 2000s, the rent was 2,500 a month. Yeah, and this 1,800 a month is just like pulling out of my ass from like in the East. Who knows what it actually is? I guess I can look it up, but still, regardless, the 725 an hour is still, it's just not enough for people to live, and they're out here expecting us to live off of it. That's crazy. So I wouldn't even know what to do if I was trying to get into the game industry. I don't think they pay enough. Also, I'm trying to separate these buttons from the volume so they're not crazy. I might just do this. Dang it. How do I get these? Expenses are 700 for living, all included. Healthcare. Let's not even get on healthcare over here. Jeez. It's below 200 a month. I need healthcare, so I yearly cap it. Okay, 200 euro food a month. That's about it. I mean, that's how it kind of used to be years ago, but the past like 5-10 years, it's just been rough. Right, Granger. If you're making that remotely, yeah. Well, you if you could live anywhere and make that, you choose where you live. Oh, you'd be banking it. Oh my gosh, you just go retire. That's what I would do if I was making that. I don't know how to get these away from each other. I guess I could just move them to the bottom. Let's see what this looks like. Yo, it's working. Now, if I wanted to move these up, can I move them up? No. Whoa. Is this a good way to do this? Hey, Trialander. Trialander. Thank you for the follow, dude. I appreciate that. Welcome in. I know we've been chatting, but I'm glad you like it enough to follow. Thank you. Yeah, US healthcare is insane. Oh, look at that. The cannons aren't firing when I start clicking. Oh, that's so nice. No, I saw that you had an ad and I just decided to finish my code up instead of talking, so you're good. I must say I'm very lucky I got caught in our healthcare system because of autism, getting kicked out of the house by both parents. Holy shit. Guess it did help in this case, and the monthly hospital visits. Probably wouldn't be alive if I didn't. Well, I'm glad you were able to get healthcare too. You'd have been fucked in the US. Like 650 minimum just to get whatever coverage, and then your deductible is going to be out the roof anyways, so it doesn't matter. You're going to go and pay out of the pocket anyways. It's crazy here. Yeah. Yeah. I don't want to talk too much politics and stuff on stream, or really I don't talk about it in life as general, but I lean on the side of realist, so it sucks to hear that people have to go through stuff and there's not much I can do about it. So yeah, the US would be a living nightmare for you. But I'm glad to hear you're overcoming it and you're handling things and you're able to get the help that you need where you're at, and hopefully it doesn't stop, to be honest. I mean, it can be pretty rough. I can't even imagine what you're going through. Yes, send the goob vibes. We got goob vibes here. The goob vibes work remotely. Yes, they do. They do. Honestly, everybody showing up here and hanging out. I mean, I makes me a lot happier and feels pretty awesome. Hey, Okapi fan. Welcome to the Average Goobies. Thank you, Granger, so much for the gifted sub. Very generous. Just forcing people to be goobies. The power of goob compels everyone. Texas State is lighting me up right now. Lighting you up? For a job? Look at that. Okapi fan has a little goop goop next to their name now. I'm sorry for the people who have the founder badges. Even I've got the golden goob goob next to mine. College football. Oh, you're in college football? Hell yeah, dude. I don't know how you do that. I played football for 8 years. That was enough for me. 2 concussions later, I'm surprised I stayed in it as long as I did. That takes dedication, heart, and a supporting family. Hey, everything's working. This is good. All right. So now I need to add a marker on the front of the ship. Oh, on the back of the ship, I mean. Totally. Not that good, just playing the new game. Oh. What do you mean? What do you mean playing the new game? Are you talking about the college football game? Please tell me that's what you're talking about, because that'd be pretty great. I forgot they released a new, like, the first college football game. Hell yeah, dude. They haven't released a college football game in like 10 years. Okay, all right. I was gonna say. Yeah. Yeah. That's pretty awesome. I was gonna say, you're in college football and you're hanging out here in this stream. That's a totally different vibe than football. Oh man, I watched S-Fan play some football games. He's pretty funny. He dresses up and everything. when he does the coach simulator or whatever. If you ever want me to help you with any game dev stuff, feel free to message. I will. Honestly, 3D environment art might be a thing when I start building 3D stuff. Might ask for some crutch there just to get a little help. Be like, hey, can I get some rocks and forest trees and things to make my blocks look pretty? But if you ever get into Godot or anything like that too, the community's huge. It's growing. As a matter of fact, check this out. Oh, you probably can't see it. Never mind. I was gonna say, Godot Engine's following me. So a lot of people are getting into Godot, and Godot Engine people are like following people out. So if you get into Godot, mention it on Twitter. Of course, I wasn't signed in, so. So good at college football, they're able to watch a stream while playing. I didn't think they were actually playing in a college game. I figured like their team or their coach is blowing them up. I mean, you could be sitting on the sidelines watching the stream. That's what's up. Will your 3D dev have goob physics? What are goob physics? Like Jello? I could do some Jello physics in a game if I can figure it out. It's probably all shaders and stuff anyways, right? Jiggle physics for a goob. Imagine this, but in 3D. Yeah, I would assume like its belly would be like very fluid. Instantly AAA. Okay. Old Dominion will be champions. Oh my gosh, the goob cheeks. Oh, that's funny. That'd be great. If I ever need 3D stuff, you can make it. Might not be the best, but good enough to create some stuff. Hey, anything's good. I just started doing digital art like a couple months ago, and I think this looks great. This is good enough to go in a game. So if you think you can do better than this, we're good. If you can do anything like this, maybe just the shape of a ship, you're good to go. I don't judge. Hey, Riozy, great. Beat Skull and Bones. Welcome in. Welcome in. I mean, I don't think so. I think Skull and Bones is a quadruple A game. I don't think I can beat that. We're going to make a new game and call it quadruple A because we can. Okay. Or if you want some explanations. Yeah, no, what you did for me was pretty legit. Just being able to explain a mechanic and have that idea is good, because there's going to be things that I just can't conceptualize or won't, or maybe I'm having a hard time coming up with something, and it's awesome to have other ideas to be able to bring it together. When do we get a quintuple A? Right now. What do you think this? I'm making the quintuple A game right now. Here, let me pull it up. Hang on. Look, I got sound effects to go with it too. Hang on. All right. Let's crank this up. Oh, I got a hydrate from G glitched out. Thank you for the hydrate. Oh, coming out of the depths of the sea to give me that hydrate. Thank you. I think it's been like an hour. You hear those sound effects? Quintuple A. That's me going, yeah, that's right. Boom. Also, the menu the pause menu, also has the sound effects. What AAA or quadruple A game dev does that? Yeah, I don't know what a quadruple A game is. I don't know. They're like the hyper realism. Maybe it's the animations generated at runtime or some BS that they're making up. I honestly don't know. They're crazy. Also, I could have put more detail into this stuff, so I need to work on adding some trees and stuff. I'll probably be drawing those between streams because I'll be streaming again on Wednesday, and then probably work on some more stuff here. Let's get this cannon going, at least. Maybe. Remember when I said I got denied 3 times? 2 times were at the same school. Last week I applied as a researcher for the same study instead of a student. Wait, so you got denied as being a researcher too? Or you haven't heard back from that one yet? A researcher? I want to be a researcher. Sorcery. Nobody's ever seen sound effects on buttons like that, except for the 2 nerdy nerds. They've got all the sound effects, including the goob pop. They've got the goob pop. I'm not gonna let them deny me again. I'm gonna become their CEO someday and then take the last laugh. I mean, I'm gonna get a job there. I mean, that'd be sick. As long as you can get your foot in the door. Another thing is like knowing somebody at the place that you want, if you want to go work for somewhere, if you know somebody there, that you can usually get in there pretty fast. The networking thing is real. Let me tell you, networking is a real thing. Is the ship called the SS Goob? G glitched out? It can be. For a mere 1,500 points using channel points, I allow my viewers to name things in my game. Maybe. I mean, if it's visible. So, like, right now, one of the things that was named, I can't find it. Oh, it's in the game design document. You can name an island. You can name trees and stuff. I don't know how I'll get their names in there, but I'll figure it out. But we have one of these, the Goob Ball. See, we have stream named items. The Goob Ball, based on Goob Goob, it's sticky and it causes the ship to turn slower. Oh, we'll call this gifted. This is by Pipin. The GG Goob. It can be the SS Goob. It can be whatever you guys want it to be. Networking bottom 5 tasks all time. Yeah, networking sucks, especially if you're very introverted, but it's your best friend. All you do is you find a type A personality person, latch onto them, and they'll get you to the parties. They'll get you to where you need to go. Can I show the enemy again? Yeah. Yeah. I'll show all the assets here. The player ship is on the left, the enemy is on the right. Networking is scary. It's more important than actual skills. It is. It is more important than the skills you have. Nepotism's real. Looks really nice. Thank you. Thank you. These are the enemies that'll be in the waters. We got the shark, the dolphin, and the whale. And then we got chests that will spawn and have loot in them. We've got unnamed coins. These are called coins, doubloons. And we've got the balls. Whoa. That name resonated in my brain. Please name the ship as GG glitched out, please. Oh, as they please. Okay. Well, G glitched out. What would you like the ship to be named? I know you said SS Goob, but now's your chance to really name it. Well, yeah, I was just getting to your message. Mere 80 points can't do it. Well, luckily we have a very generous pipe in 3D. Yeah, but seriously, there is a redeem for you. Yeah. But you stick around long enough, I'll be doing more game jams where you can name stuff. And I might even, in my main projects and stuff, we may do some redeems and stuff. Pipe in 2D wouldn't have made it, but 3, of course. All right. Pipe isn't your stream avatar in 2D. Cot. I don't I don't have the emote, but there's an emote for Cot and it's hilarious. I don't know how to add those emotes to my channel. I gotta figure it out. Let's just go with the SS Goob. GG Goob is too repetitive for your liking. Not gonna lie, that's fine. Hey, Pipin gave you the option to name it. SS Goob it is. Now, watch this. I don't know how to add this, but watch what I can do. So we go to the player, and then I go all the way up here to stats. We do... These are my export vars. We're gonna do local vars. I almost did my old naming style. Now, I don't know what I can do with this, but I have this weird feeling that I can make a label and I can move it. And it can say, and then I do, hold on, hold. No. I don't know how to put it above it. But what I can do, what I can do, who's stopping me? Oh my god, I'm stopping myself. I can't position it. It's so finicky. Can I hold control? I can hold control. That is cool. Look at that, we got the SS Goob. The first easily named thing. My VTuber is 2D because the shadow's the 3D shape. All right. All right. Yeah. Your shadow's 3D. All right. All right. Sonic music bullshit around at the speed of sound. Yeah, exactly. Exactly what has happened. All right, we got the SS Goob. And then what I can do is on the HUD scene script on ready, we can go... let me reference this real quick. Player health, we'll call it name. And then we do on ready, we do player health name dot value equals player dot ship name. So I'm just going to test this by swapping this out to be ship name. And it's broken. Oh. Text. That says Goob, it worked. All right. That song was a bop. I like it. I like it. Oh, because you capitalize everything, it's a global emote. That's pretty funny. That's pretty funny. We're talking in hieroglyphs now. Emotes. All right. G Fuel consumed. I mean, unnamed branded drink. Unnamed, unbranded drink. I mean, hashtag not a sponsor. Honestly, that way to name is genius. Way better than what I thought was easiest. Retexturing the ship. I'm not going to retexture anything. You kidding me? I'm a game dev. I'm lazy. Honestly, I got to figure out how can I anchor these to the text? I want to anchor them to the actual name. I broke everything. It's okay, I undid it. I don't know how to actually anchor it. So what I'm going to do, check this out. Mutant Zero, thank you for the follow. Welcome in. This is so cool to watch. I joined this jam yesterday and won't finish in a week, but I'm doing the game anyways. That is the spirit. That's what's up, dude. That's what I'm doing. You just got to do it. Who cares what other people are doing? Just make it. Just do whatever you're doing. I don't even plan on submitting a game, but I'm going to try to make something. You guys are so cool for doing game jams. No, we're great at procrastinating. Let's be real. Oh, works. Okay. It's not going to fit in the drawer. Change type. I'm going to make this an H box. No, everything's breaking. Where'd it go? Oh, it's right here. I'm starting to get a boat shape in Blender. I can't make anything in 3D right now. I would love to see what you make out of the enemy ship, though. You're not joking, Pipin? Oh, well, thank you. Trying my best. It's working. Where did my health bar go? What the heck? Oh no. Oh wait, that's the label. No, that's the bar. Minimum 300. Height 40. Wool. No, that's too much. That's why I'm watching this right now instead of doing it. See, exactly. We're all procrastinators. I love it though. This game community on Twitch, the game dev community on Twitch is so funny. Everybody's so great. We're all just here procrastinating our main games. Oh, what do we got? What do we got? Posture check. Glitched out with a posture check. What? Everybody posture check. Let's go ahead and stretch out the arms. Do little arm circles. If you're doing arm circles, it's okay to look a little weird. How often do we move our shoulders as devs? Huh? Who's laying down right now? Do little wrist rolls, nice and slow. Nice and slow. Play the piano. Or cast a spell, whichever one. I love that's my favorite thing about the Captain Coder stream is he'll do his like I don't know if it's hourly or whatever it is, but he'll do the stretches and stuff with everyone. And I get up and do it. I do the stretches because it's a great reminder. All right. Well, thanks for the lurk. I appreciate it. And thank you for the hydrate too. Everybody, you need a drink, grab one. All right. Oh, neck stretches too. Wow. My neck's a little tight. Okay. Let's move this label. It won't let me move the label. Okay. Well, let's move it underneath the health bar then. Now can we move it? Yes, we can. All right, let's do this. There we go. There we go. And then the health we'll just have over here. Okay. See what that looks like. I've never done HUD and stuff. Okay, that's what I thought. How horizontal? Let's do right. That didn't change anything. Why is it hanging off the edge there? Anchor. Right. Hey, and we have the SS Goob with a health bar. Random fact, people only sitting. Blood has a problem flowing through the bent knees, so it's good to stand up and do 2 sit-ups. Or squats, yeah. I like to kick my feet under my desk every once in a while and stretch out my ankles. It's really good for you. And then I've also got a footrest that I used to use a lot. You just put your feet up for a little bit. All right, I can probably add some drop shadow and stuff to this text. So let me go ahead and do that. Or let's do outline. And then outline color. Let's do it for the ship too. I could have done this at the same time, but it's too late now. Perfect. You know me. Just doing the goob things. All right, we got the SS goob. I don't know if anyone's said it, and I don't know if it applies now, but whoever it might help. Never use 100% white. True. In web design, I never use 100% white. But in this, I can probably change it. Actually, now that you mention it. Yeah, I don't use, if you look, I use E7. But I could change the default font color. I believe that's what I set it to. Oh, all I have is the button stuff. Maybe I should add a label. Good call. I thought I added it to those two, but I didn't. Let me snag that. But yes, that is a great advice. And that way it's not too contrast. I don't use like 0000 black either. I like to stick around more of a gray just so it contrasts a little bit better. Even my sail isn't completely white. Imagine you weren't using that, but just remembered, and it might be helpful to somebody. Yeah, yeah, that with black too. Black and white, you don't want to use the absolute values. Not usually. If you're printing stuff, yes. If you need to have, if you want to save ink, you definitely use a little bit of the paper's color to bring it through. All right, Cannonball Basic. Can I reuse this script? No. No, I can't because it uses direct time. I don't know how to do arcs. I don't know how to do arcs. Godot, arc, ball. 30 minutes. Godot 3.1. That's probably useless, huh? What is this? 6 minutes. I like that. Oh! Okay, this is cool. Look at that math. RGB are additive colors. You start from black and light the canvas. CMYK are subtractive. You start with white and unpaint the canvas. Yeah, I've seen that with CMYK printers. They print like all the colors. It's so weird. And then basically to get white, just like leaves it out as it's painting it. That's why display looks different than printed paper. Yeah, I've had to do a lot of, actually a lot of printers are doing RGB now too. But I did have to do a lot of conversions between RGB, CMYK for printing and doing like logo design, business cards. Recently I did murals, printed murals and stuff. And those were allowed to be in RGB, which is weird to me. All right, I'm going to save this video. This seems like useful. Also, I can cross this off my list. We did volume sliders, custom font, check. Cannon shooting? Wait, did I already have a video? Is this Alvin from the Chipmunks? What the heck? I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
And script. And this will be inside Cannonball GD. Perfect. Let's create it. Okay, so what's special about a cannonball?
What? What is he doing? Why is he talking like that? What's up with his editor? What version is this? Oh, this must be Linux. $7 years ago? This might be too old for me to use. What is the cannonball effect that he's doing? So that's really what I need. I just need to use a sine wave to get the trajectory. I don't really need real cannon physics. I just need like a sine wave. That's my guess. And mostly because that's what I use for my player script. For my ship Bob, I just do a sine wave. And then I can set the arc, right? I don't know. I don't know how I'm gonna do this, to be honest. Sprite sheet with Godot. This might come in handy. I don't know. I do kind of like this, but I don't need to draw all that extra stuff. I just probably need the math. The game's top view, why do you need arches? To make it look cool. I want it to look like this. So when the cannon fires, it goes pew, pew. You feel? Or from the back, pew, and then it disappears because I don't have canvas over there. But pretend it's at the front, pew. So I just want it to go out the front. That's all. Just wanted to have that arc. Otherwise, it would look kind of janky, just going wee. So I don't know if you noticed, but I already have kind of a fake, like the top and bottom versions. So when I fire them, they make it look like they arc because I do a scale. So they look like they're shooting up and then down. Let me zoom in on that. Watch this. Camera. Zoom. 2. Okay. Pew! I didn't think it was gonna zoom in. Yeah, just like the front and back ones. So they have like this little arc on it. It's kind of cool. I think 1.5 would show it a little bit better. Yeah, so I've got them spinning and then I've got them like arcing. And so I can technically do that. I can just do a scale, but I think it would be just better to have this arc, which I think is a sine wave. You can't really see it too much on the ship, but if I hold it here, you can see the ship is bobbing. It's just very subtle, and so I feel like if I use a sine wave to create the cannonball initial trajectory, it might work. And then I still need to add like little foam, little splash particles around the ship's bottom, which I don't know how to do, but I gotta make it look like it's in the water. A parabole? Parabole? What do they call those? Parabole? Parabola? Bro, I haven't used that advanced math in 12 to 14 years. So I don't know what I need. uh just slurp it. All right. Slurp it. Let's see what Godot has on slurping. Can you slurp in 2D? Alt vector 2. Hell yeah. This might actually work. Yeah, spherical lerp. Linear interpolation. That could work. Just make it like a sphere, but stop halfway through, right? How do I implement it? I don't know. So returns a spherical linear interpolation between this vector and 2 by the amount of weight. Weight's the range of 0 to 1.0, representing the amount of interpolation. Oh. Yeah, so I'm actually, which is funny because I am using lerping for my movement. Right here. So could I technically just make a velocity of slurp? That sounds so funny. No shit, dude. That's gonna be cool. All right. That's so cool. Where is my cannon? Cannon back. All right, let's get this here. Okay. Okay, I didn't already add it. So we got the cannon back, and then I'm gonna do. Just gonna put the cannon above these ones. Funk. Shoot. Cannon back. We can send a type. No, I'm not gonna send a type yet. We'll add that later. Let's just get the slurping. Use it all the time for arcs. I feel like that's kind of a cheap way to do it. I haven't heard that term in so long. I didn't even think of it. Thank you, Granger. If this works, that'd be sick. Dang it, a posture check again. I swear I'm sitting straight. This is... Okay, this is me sitting straight. This is not. Thank you for the posture check. I appreciate that glitched out. And Granger with the hydrate. Thank you so much. You're gonna make me pee. There's too much water. There's too much. I'm just kidding. Thank you very much. All right, so if we're gonna slurp, I just like saying slurp. We need... What do we need? We need to get the direction. Okay, well the direction is the opposite of the ship's velocity, right? And then we need to... So direction equals player. No, I don't even have to do player. We just do negative velocity. Hold on. Vector 2, we just need to get the current X direction. We don't need vertical. That does... Well, we actually... Shit. If we want to include that, we do need both of it. So we just need to get the velocity. Okay. Remember to critic for Zelda's Windwalker. 8 out of 10, too much water. That's funny. The Wind Waker, I've never played it, but I've seen it. I've seen a lot of ship sailing. I'm just giving you posture checks as often as I can since I can't tell how good your position is. Let me tell you, it wasn't great. Every time I get a posture check, it's usually me going like this. I'm like leaning into it. Like if you see me getting closer to my mic, it's probably time for a posture check. I just like zone into the code, you know? Here, I got you. I got you. I know, I said you know. If you can see the logo of my shirt, I'm usually sitting up straight. If you can't see the logo, I'm bending over. It's a pretty good way to tell. Dire action? The heck am I typing over here? Dire action? Every 20 minutes, take 20 seconds to look 20 feet away. The 20-20-20 rule. And you're supposed to do it without glasses. And you're supposed to focus on something that you can try to read or bring into focus. Thank you, Mutant. That is a great tip. I used to do that quite a bit, and I'm still wearing glasses, so I stopped doing it. In previous posture checks, I literally see no difference before and after. Even in ones where you say your position is horrible, I seriously can't tell. Well, like I said, if you can see the top of this logo, like here's me sitting up straight. And then this about here, I've got like gamer hump. This is like when you're gaming with your friends. And see how you can't see the logo anymore? Let's get a full screen on that. So I'm like leaning forward. This is how I end up being. I'll be like this because I'm like typing. And then when you posture check me, I'm like this. Like that. So no, I appreciate it. The posture check not only reminds me, but reminds everybody too. Just kind of remember, hey, we're humans. We need to make sure we're stretching, and this is not natural for us to sit like this all the time. You only have 2 feet. All right. No, Blender. Oh, please tell me you were saving. Oh no. Oh, copy fan. I thought you said it was late. What are you doing? You need to look beyond your 2 feet. What is this sultry music? Change that. Oh, it started responding. Okay, good, good. That's one thing I didn't like about, like, Unreal and Unity was the load times on things. Holy cow. I can't sit there waiting for shaders to build. Oh, I need velocity. What's the difference between velocity and direction? Direction has just the vector. Velocity is the speed times direction. I'm just gonna steal this real quick. Actually, this should work. So we want the ship's direction, which is actually, how do I get the direction of the ship? Direction's not like a thing, is it? What is it? Player character? What are these things called? Character body 2D. You can program without load times? Oh, dude, I hate load times. Today we were told when my wife's book will be launched. No, you didn't say. That's sick. So you know when it's gonna be launched now. Awesome. I hope you're planning a nice dinner for her. Type in. And a dinner that you make. That is awesome. Well, congratulations. Obviously, when it launches, please send me a link. I would love to at least check it out. I may not buy it or know anything about it, but I want to see it. And then who knows if I play your game. Well, wait. The game is the second part, right? Like the book and then the game. So maybe reading the book would make sense. If it's, if I can read it. If it's in another language, it might take me a little while. That's pretty cool. Okay. We'll do velocity dot x. So we just need the x direction. And then we need all right, this is kind of redundant. So what I'm going to do is just negative velocity x. The book's in Spanish. It might be translated sometime in the future. Okay, launches August 27th. Well, congrats. Just sharing because you're happy not to sell it. No, that's fine. I mean, honestly, still, if you want to link it to me, I would love to check it out. I mean, I'm assuming she did the illustrations for it. And if I can help support artists, I think that's cool. What good news. That's so good. I'm happy for you. I love launching things. Yeah, she illustrated it. I figured. That is so cool, dude. All right, how do we use slurp? I didn't keep that up, did I? I didn't. Godot docs. the cover was illustrated by one of the editorial's illustrators. Yeah, they usually do that for marketing reasons. Art direction, yeah. Yeah, I figured that too. I was thinking about getting a book published, and that was like the first thing publishers like, we're gonna handle all the marketing and all this, but you have to pay us like $200,000, and then we get copies of your books and we market it for you. And it's like, okay, I'll let you know when I have that kind of money. Dang, I thought it was gonna let me pull up the slurping. All right, here we go. Do and float. All right. I don't know how. I guess I'm gonna have to create a new cannonball. I'm gonna go to Ferret Software since my brain's shutting down, seeing a game engine layout other than Game Maker. I'm in the process of learning Game Maker as the first engine. Oh, that's okay, Glitched Out. I appreciate you hanging out. I understand. Game Maker is where I'm coming from, so it is definitely a lot to look at. So I get that. Well, thank you for hanging out, and I appreciate it. It's supposed to be Cannonball Auto. Dang it. Just rename it before I get too far into it. Yeah, Pipin. Let me permit you. Actually, can you try to post the link? I think subs are allowed to. If anything happens, I'll vouch for you. Okay, cool. Oh, that's so cool. That looks professional. Is the cover art based on her art though? Like, did they actually take her art and do a cover themselves, or did like they just completely change the art style? Oh, that's so cool. Thank you for sharing. The illustrator took inspiration in whatever reference your wife sent them. Yeah, that's nice. Yeah, I even liked it. I liked it. Not just not saying I clicked the like button on it too. My turn, my turn. All right, hold on. Oh wait, you can actually post now. Go right ahead. Now, if the link sharing from subs gets abused, then I will have to limit it, but we should be okay for now. Oh my gosh. Oh, copy. This looks amazing. You literally just took my 2D art and made it into a 3D ship. Oh my gosh. Thank you. This is so cool. And you're over here. You've got all these talents. You gotta throw this into a game engine. Start making it float. Just start making it float on the water. That is so great. I'm taking this and putting a fan art section. We now have fan art officially. Look at this. Fan art. Get out of here, YouTube link. How'd you get there? Okay. We got fan art. No, this is the enemy ship. Enemy ship fan art. I love it. It's so weird seeing something that I made get turned into 3D. I've never seen that before. I drew this with my hand. And then you went over there and turned it into a 3D art. That's amazing. Yes. Yes, exactly what Pipin said. If you ever start working on something, just let us know. Feel free to share it. I don't know if you follow me on X or Twitter or whatever it's called. Tag me on stuff on Twitter. I would love to share it out and stuff. This is great. Make yourself a Goob page of yourself, a copy Goob or something. and then just whatever you can share. You don't have to tie your name to it or anything. This is great. Thank you. Look at that. Now I'm even more inspired to work on stuff. You have no clue how to set up a portfolio? A good way to start is just making an Instagram account and just start posting your art there. I think that's a good little start. And then if it kicks off and it's something you want to keep doing, you want to keep sharing your work, then you can find other mediums. You can do Twitter. You can get a website set up or something. You're talking to a web designer right here. Yeah, yeah. I mean, that's really what I would just make an Instagram and just throw up the images like what you just made. Literally this square image. Be like, I made this in the Average Goob stream. Boom. That's all you gotta say. And then you can say enemy ship. Or if you wanted to name, like if you had enough channel points and you named it, you would be like, oh, copy ship. Yeah, I would love to see it. That's so cute. Okay. Okay. Oh, that's really cool. That reminds me of something from like Guild Wars. I'll share that on stream. That's really neat. I like that too. A little houseboat style. This looks more like technical art. Is this something you were trying to actually build? This is good. Even the attention to detail to cut these in half a little bit. The different slats plus the seats. I love this. Very well put together. It's modular. Oh, that makes it even cooler. So you can make this a little bit different. Prince of Egypt, the scene with the blood in the river. Yeah. Oh, we got another one. Yeah, see all this stuff. Oh, copy. Just start posting this on an Instagram account. Don't worry about the likes. Don't worry about the dislikes. Just post it there for you. who cares what anybody else thinks? Your future self will thank you for posting stuff like this. This is great. Yeah, no, this attempt on realistic is good. I think it looks great. I have a feeling that this is probably what your room or office looks like. Or maybe a dream room. You never delete stuff. Yeah, well, I would say you can post it and you see where you came from. People can see your process. That people love getting in on the process. They love seeing how things are made. Yeah, you could technically schedule all your posts from now until Christmas or the end of the year. You can just schedule posts that go up there and it just shares your stuff automatically. That's a good idea. One for your future girlfriend and one for you. Yeah, that scene looks very cozy. And that's a great thing too with the 3D skills like that is you can like plan out how you want your houses to look. You can plan out what you want to do with your spaces and get a real feel for it. You can even throw that into Unity and drop a character in and you can walk around it. Like I love that. Oh, I don't even know what I'm doing here. I guess I'm just launching a cannonball now. That thing was a jerk. Oh no, I hate these things. I friggin' hate the wall heaters. I bet you banged a pinky toe on that thing a couple times. All right, thanks, Trylander. I appreciate you following and hanging out tonight. Hope you have a good night. Thank you for stopping by. But yeah, this looks complicated, doing like the fins on it. That's really nice. Your attention to detail is really, really nice. You just keep that up, build whatever you want. I even like the little carpet textures. Those are really nice. Let me just instantiate a ball. Let's do... Just fire something here. Cannon back. All your assets should fit together. They're all scaled. That's really cool. So everything you make can be scaled into a scene together. That's the way to do it. That modular building is literally the way to do it. And I kind of wish that I could do my art in that way a little bit more, which I kind of did. So when I build stuff, let's see, like maybe I did it for the enemy. Yeah, so like for the enemy here, I did it so it's separate. So I got the cannon separated. I've got the sails separated so I can swap those out if I want. Honestly, I think that's it for the ship. But for like the player ship, I've got everything kind of separated out too. So I got the cannon, I got the top decoration, I've got the flag, and then I was going to be able to change out the entire ship. So I could have made it so we can change these out. But like modular is the way to go because you can always swap things out when you need to. Today we were seeing Ace from the Web's Discord. He knows a lot of sculpting. Yeah, when I start getting into 3D, I'm going to have to start connecting with people who are smarter than me for sure. But that's why I'm learning Godot right now and doing something 2D. I'll probably do a couple 2D games just to get comfortable with it. Because once I'm ready, I can just switch to 3D stuff. I'll know the whole engine, and then I'll just have to learn 3D math. That's it. I've learned, like, I know how to do 3D level design. I know how to do 3D level design. Just gotta learn the coding for it. I guess 3D animation, all that stuff too, but still. All right, let's get a cannon out. Cannonball default. No, not cannonball default. Cannonball auto. Canoonball. Okay. We want to add this under... Actually, this is going to be effects over. And then cannonball equals negative direction. All right, let's just see if this works. And it's just going to be firing all the time on a timer. So I need to actually make a timer on the player now. Go ahead and add a timer here. This will be auto cannon timer. Can you do a 3D pipe? Maybe. What is... I never looked up what pipe means. Okay, pipin'? We might have to talk about your name. Partner Abuse Intervention Program. You have something you want to talk about? Short for Felipe, but I'm just saying. Partner Abuse Intervention Program. I'm just kidding, dude. Short for Felipe. I love that. That's how they would pronounce pipe. That makes sense. The Chile way. It's just the first thing that came up when I Googled it, though. Oh, look at this. This is the cottage. Okay. I love it. See, look at this. A copy fan. You have so many things to share. And all these are really good. This could inspire somebody like me to just be like, okay, this looks good. Maybe I can make something. Yeah, I feel like a cozy game happening with a pirate ship in the background. You even went through the effort to color this pirate ship too, which that's amazing. And I know it's just dropping in a material and all that, but you still went through this. You made this. You made this. You put these together. It honestly it looks very technical too. I don't know if you're using measurements for these things, but this looks technical. And it looks like you could actually use this to build out a dream house. You can use this for H1Z1 houses that people can break into. Still missing the cannon on the ship. Well, you can add a cannon too. You've got those abilities, and then you share it out, and you're like, hey, now look, I added a cannon. That's a whole nother Instagram post. People love seeing processes. I love seeing it. I love seeing where people start and where they're getting to. I love seeing people stick to their hobbies and their passions, because that's what I'm doing. My entire life is living a passion of mine. And I love it. You're the worst with measurements. Actual sizes scare you. Yeah. Well, I don't even want to talk about my scale. I draw everything at like 150 DPI, and then I have to scale everything down to like a game size. and then I just base it off of like tiles. This is not great. My game scale needs work. But your stuff looks technical. It looks really good. What did I name this? Shoot cannon back. Okay, I gotta implement the timer. We'll just shoot one every 2 seconds for now. That cannon is still not canon. I don't even understand what the term canon means. Like, what does it mean? Like Spider-Man's canon. What does that even mean? Oh, it's like the base story. I don't know what that means either. Oh, like a defining thing, like the canon event in Spider-Man. The canon event in Spider-Man is like his uncle dying. Okay. My main focus is programming. Your main focus is programming and you're making stuff like that? That's a double whammy. Started 3D modeling 3 years ago. UX, UI, I started investing time in about a year and a half. Networking through a server was the beginning of this year. I will learn everything to give people a smile with the games I make. See, that's great. And you're starting to network, not to mix up with the server networking, but you're starting to network with people. You start getting your art out there, showing people, because everybody's very visual when you're sharing stuff. If I'm like taking screenshots of my code, that's gonna get judged. But if you share like your work and your process, people, they'll eat that up. And then you start building connections from that. It means that it's part of the origin story arc or history that's built the character into who they are today. Okay. The canon moments. Things that make that character who they are. I like that. That makes sense. No copy, all anything to inspire. That's why we're here. We're hanging out, we're doing stuff that we love to do, and honestly, if you love doing it, it's something you can probably share. Something that I keep hearing over and over is people who are interested in what they're doing are interesting. And so if you really love what you're doing, you'll draw attention of people who are also interested in that. Canon's an old word. It comes from according to rule, and it's interpreted as what is real, like the real version of something. Oh, okay. We're gonna have to come up with a canon story for Goob Goob. You took Pirate Software's mentally with you through this game jam mentality. Yeah. Well, it's ironic because a lot of his views are things that I've believed my entire life on building things, and it was just so weird. Like I actually saw him streaming before he became the mainstream popularity person figure that he is now, and just hearing his story over and over, I'm like, dude, it's same, dude, same. And I just love that he wants people to learn stuff. I did a game jam like 10, 11 years ago that I hosted called Anyone Can Make a Game. And I created tutorials on how to make games. I created posters and I went to schools and advertised it there and just showed that literally anybody can make a game. And I love that idea that as long as you put time into it, you can do it. Yeah, see? Piping, Pirate Software is the reason you started streaming. That's amazing. He gives people courage to do the things that they want to do, and I love that. Wasn't a big fan of the Heidi Klum worm, but I'm a fan of his beliefs. Right now, as I know them. I don't like if he changes, I can't vouch for that. But a lot of the stuff that I've seen, he's been pretty open with. The nerds and goob are the reason I'm setting up my gear to start streaming. Granger, that is so cool though. It really is. I think people who have knowledge should be sharing it. We've been safeguarding our knowledge for so long that it's so many people are starting to share it that it's like our knowledge is no longer ours. So you might as well share what you know. You might as well just pass that on, teach people things that maybe you can start learning new things to yourself. And it's just I love the idea of seeing some of the games you're making. I started game dev before that. My main inspiration are the mod developers in Minecraft that ended up getting hired by Mojang themselves. Exactly. That was another thing I've read recently is like if you want to get into a game career, mod games. That's something I never did. I never modded games. I just made my own. But if you mod games, those games already have a player base. They already have fans. They already have people who want to consume the content. And now your mod gets in front of them. And then if it gets a lot of attention from the communities, the companies see that. And that is a great route to getting hired for a company you want to work for. You want to work for Bethesda? Go mod Skyrim. You wrote something and it said it couldn't be delivered? Oh no! I didn't see it piping. Did you write too much and it won't let you get it back? I didn't even know there was a text limit. Yeah, as soon as information becomes public, it starts developing way faster. Whatever exponential of how many eyes see it. That's why you enjoy the Pokemon game. You can show it. You can understand creature games and even improve on them. Yeah. Paste it again. I'll cut it. Okay. Pirate Software had a clip saying, "Don't say you are the aspiring game developer. You're already developing. You are a developer." Right. If you want to stream, do it. I started with a trash mic just to share what you're doing and learn along the way. Right, Pipin, speaking of which, what can we do to get you a better mic? So that we can start hearing you. Let me know. You've got a lot of stuff to share. I want to hear it. Bear like lion, welcome in, dude. Welcome in. How's it Godoting? It's Godoting, dude. I'm setting up an autocannon right now. Otherwise, I would show you what I got. Actually, hold on. I can comment this out. We've got things going. I've got volume sliders. I've got interface. We've got cooldowns. We've got abilities. We've got the ship is named the SS Goob. And we've got health. So if I run into something, let's just run into this. Boom. I lose health. And then we have a pause menu with the volume sliders here too. And it works. Heyo. What do you all stream? Just game dev? No. I just started streaming actually like 2 months ago now. A month and a half ago. And I started with Elden Ring. I beat Elden Ring. And I started doing the DLC, and the DLC is hard. So I thought that making games on stream was going to be easier. So I started streaming game dev, and then everybody's learning Godot. I'm like, fine, I'll learn Godot. So I'm learning Godot now, but I do a little bit of everything. I played Coromon on stream. I played Palia on stream. Doing a little bit of a playthrough with Stellar Frog, my fiance, with It Takes Two. So we started that on Saturday. We played Elder Scrolls Online for a little bit, which was just fucking chaotic. Pardon my French there. It was chaotic. But yeah, I just do a little bit of everything. But I think game dev is going to be my main kind of gig, though. I love working on games, and I just needed an excuse to do it. 10.1 points out of 10. Oh, do you love Elden Ring? Streams winning on Elden Ring. Yeah. Oh, okay. Granger plays Pathfinder as well. Look at that. And thank you. I've beaten Elden Ring twice. I have 2 different endings somehow. It Takes Two with your fiance? Yeah. Is it going that badly that you need the relationship therapy? No. We've played the game before. We just like we play games together. We met playing World of Warcraft. So we love playing games together, and that was one of those 2D platformers or just 2D games like A Way Out, where it's like the split screen, and so we just like the idea of it, and the story is ridiculous, but the mechanics for the game are so freaking amazing. We love the mechanics. Every experience, the moment to moment interactions, the silliness of the story. It's all just it's a great game. It's a good game for indie devs to play too. WoW, okay, I'm out. I've been playing WoW since I was a kid. Final Fantasy. I gave Final Fantasy a shot. I gave it so many opportunities, but their launcher and their UX and the way you pay for their subscriptions and everything suck. I tried playing again. You can ask Stellar Frog. I tried playing it again. I bought the new expansion. I was getting into it. It wouldn't let me redeem it. It wouldn't let me connect my account. It wouldn't let me sign in. It wouldn't connect Steam. It wouldn't let me pay for my purchase that I already purchased. It was a fucking nightmare. I refunded it and I said, I'm done. Unless they improve the experience, I'm done. But I liked the game. It was fun. I got to like level 50. I played a Lancer. I don't remember what they're called. And then I played like a Fire Mage a little bit. But no, I had fun in that game. It's just I was playing WoW a lot more. And then again, the experience to like get things working was just criminally bad. If they made that experience better, so many more players would be joining for sure. Yeah, no, they need to fix their shit for sure. But no, I'd play it again. I would play it if they just fix their stuff. I would love to. All right. I knew something was going to happen. All right, position. Huh. Is cannon back not defined? Hmm. Oh. Hang on. I'm not going to instantiate this as a cannonball. See if that helps it. Nope. Velocity from ship. Oh, I didn't pass this in either. That's fine. Oh, look. We're going to crash my computer. Oh my god. All right. That is game dev in a nutshell. The game itself's top tier given the money, let's say. It sometimes almost looks like they don't want it. Yeah, Final Fantasy for sure. Why are you paying them? All right, well, have a good night. Thank you so much for joining in tonight. I appreciate you hanging out here. Try not to lose too much sleep because of the stream, and I hope hope you sleep well. Have a good night. Streaming cannonballs. Don't know if you're doing it, but just in case it helps, it's better to pre-instantiate all projectiles before the game starts. Well, so the thing is you instantiate instances every time you want to use it, and then you queue free it. So if this was a persistent object, I would do it before, but because I'm shooting the cannon balls and they're gonna be their own objects, I'm just instantiating them during this. So unless there's a different way to do that, I'm making instantiate is creating a new instance of it, and then I'm queue freeing it once it's done. So that's kind of the idea there. Yeah, it was great having you in the stream. I appreciate it. All right. I need to put a cannon on cooldown for the backside. You can instantiate only once, do whatever, and then hide it from sight and projectiles. But what if I have multiple ones on screen? Like when I fire these cannons on the top and bottom, they're the same cannonball instantiated 6 different times. Because I don't want them to take up space in the game when I'm not using them is all. I don't know. Dynamic object pool. All right, now we're just throwing words around. All right, let's get on timeout. No, it's a thing. Dynamic object pool. Go. Oh my god, there's an object pool. That is No, this doesn't I don't see official documentation on this. I have to go to this dude's Godot GitHub to get to it. Every time you instantiate a new object of a class, so it's 6 instances of a cannonball or 6 different cannonballs. Right. You have to build a pooler for it. All right, listen here. I'm building a game for my first time in Godot. If I want to have everything in one file, just kidding. I don't understand though. But my question is, what's wrong with instantiating an object and then queue freeing it out of the game to free up memory? You're saying I create this object and I just keep resetting its position in the game and then just hide it when it's not there? Like, what would be the point of pooling the objects? He just said it throws a lot of errors. I don't know why, but he did. So you aren't hitting the GC hard. Garbage collector. Problem is if there's too much dynamic things happening on the screen, it bumps. Okay, so this would be like for like a larger scale project for sure. So that could cause like a lot of frame jumps. Like if I was causing like 100 cannonballs to come out at one time. That makes sense. But you would just like instantiate and have a pool of objects that you would keep reusing. But you wouldn't, well, I guess you just have to set up your timers. Well, how would you make multiples? Like, what if I wanted to fire one every second and the other one's not gone yet? I mean, do you reuse that object? That's what I'm confused about. Oh no, your cats have zoomies. Granger, I was literally thinking what would happen if your cats got zoomies. That is destruction. Okay, so you would just instantiate. So that's like what a loading screen is. A loading screen gives the game time to pre-populate your object pool with the things you want to use in your game, and then they're just there. They're available for you to kind of reuse. You would do it at the beginning of the game though, if you were to kind of like you'd predict the outcomes of things. Yeah, this might make a lot of sense in 3D space when you're loading a lot of tries. That's a good point. Yeah, they have more patience waiting for the game to start than in the middle of the game and having things just go haywire. For sure. See, that makes sense. Thank you for explaining that. I'm definitely not going to be doing that here because I don't know how, but that sounds like something that'd be useful. Makes sense because the timer, the process, everything's running all the time in these things. Yeah. And I mean, for a project this small, I think I'd be okay. But if I was doing like a big scale project like Bear Like Lion with a survivor style or a bullet hell or something crazy, I feel like I would have to manage that a lot more carefully. Because right now, I'm just shooting in the Wild West here. We got a code file with 240 lines. I don't even know what I just named it. Back cannon on cooldown. Hey, Captain Anosa, what's going on with the Goob Goobs? Welcome in, dude. How's your game jam going? How's the project? You can have a timer to release objects in your pool to max number, so you only hit the garbage collection at a time you intend. Oh, like switching scenes. Dude, that would make sense. It's like when you're switching scenes, instead of interrupting the gameplay, you need to do a little bit of garbage collection, clear out the object pool. You just do it between scenes. That's the loading scenes. I never understood why games had loading scenes or like loading bars or whatever. I had no idea why. Or like if you have a project that another computer has to play and you don't know those specs. Oh, okay. The game jam's going all right. Ran into some issues today, but worked through them. Well, I'm sorry to hear that there's some issues, but I'm glad that you're able to work through them, Captain Onosa. However, I do want to let you know I took that tutorial that you posted. I learned how to do sliders and bars for my game too. Yeah, dude, it works. Here, let me hold on. Let me enable some audio. And then, right? The sound effects, it works. I don't have any music. But I figured out how to do the bus system and everything. Granger schooled me in buses, and then I took that tutorial to learn how to add sliders. And then check this out. I even got it on the pause menu. Also, I figured out how to do pause menus today. Dude, I know. It's so good. Thank you so much for sharing that with me. It's like a herd of elephants with the cats running around. That's so funny. Also, I'm working on this auto cannon in the back. Whee! Alright, hold on. I'm gonna pause this. And then we're gonna go to the remote tree on main. And then we're gonna go to effects over. Oh my god. 808. So many cannonballs. I'm setting up a timer so it doesn't do that. Oh my gosh. Yeah, it's getting a little hot in here from that. Google Chrome has entered the chat. Oh my gosh. Alright, I need to add the timer here. Where is it? Okay. Cannon. Where's the back? There it is. Back cannon on cooldown. Can't I just say that? Yeah. Return. And then I want to start it. Back cannon on cooldown equals true. And then auto cannon timer dot start. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Oh, we got cannons. Now they're not shooting, but we've got cannons. We still got to test the slurping. All right. So now we have to go to the cannon. And we want to create a script. Cannon auto. Okay. At export var. Cannon speed. Or probably a float. No, we can do an int. No, we can do a float. I'm just gonna copy it from what I have on the Cannonball basic. We're definitely gonna need to capture that, but I'm not worried about that right now. We want these. Okay. We definitely want to get the velocity from ship because we want to make sure if we're going up, it's going to stay up there, all that jazz. And then we're going to pull this over. We don't care about this. We do want to add a timer. So let me add a timer to this. It's already selected. What did I call it on this one? Call it timer. Okay. All right, and we'll just queue free it. Okay. And then we'll make this timer, I don't know, 3 seconds. Okay. Drag that to the top. And then we need to actually send it out. So this is where we're going to do the slurping. I don't know how to do it. Okay. So vector 2 and then wait. So we just need to take just do like left or something for now. Wait a second. I can't do velocity. Okay. So I make my own velocity. That's what I'm doing here. So cannon speed times delta. Perfect. And then I need to do position plus equals velocity. Let's just make sure it's shooting something for now. Oh god, it's going down. Okay, but it's working. Okay. We're doing it. I can't tell if it changed anything. We need to reverse these. Actually, that's false. We need to do... Where's it shooting it? Alright, I'm just gonna shoot it -1, for now. Let's see what kind of happens here. Let's be real, that turned out really nice. I didn't even have to do anything. Okay, so now how do we... What are we doing here? Vector 2... 0, velocity from ship. Okay. We're gonna have to add that. And then they just change that. So maybe a position needs to equal... I am doing that. I don't know what to do here. No. Okay, there's comments. I know this isn't... This may not help me, but we'll see. Oh, you know what? Maybe it's not... Hold on. Maybe it's not heavy enough. I don't think they're falling. I don't understand that at all. Alright, well, I guess the fact that we have an auto-firing... Oh, jeez. Boskins, thank you for the follow. Since I have an auto-firing cannon, it's a good enough start here. It's not the best, but it's at least something. It is firing from the point that we want it to fire from. And then we just have to reverse the direction and pass in the vector from the ship. Let's see. How are we passing this in the other one? The 2 for that is the target vector. Oh, not the actual velocity? So I need a new vector 2D. So if I just said 0, 0. I think it's closer to something. Here, what if I did -1, 1? I don't know if it changed anything, but it definitely slowed it down. Let me do this. No, no, no. I think you're right. I think you are right. I just don't know what I'm looking for. They only show rotation examples, right? Where it's like turrets turning to a point and stuff, right? It's so frustrating how they don't know what I'm looking for. Usually I can look at a code and figure out what I need from it usually. What is this? It's a quaternion. Okay, well slurp's faster, which is what I need. It's different in Unity as you have 2 vector points and a time value you pass. Yeah, and it's kind of that's what it's trying to do it automatically by using the weight and the vector 2 point. So maybe it just needs to be this. Nope. I feel like it's getting close. It needs to almost be dragged down. What is negative direction? I just want to do something drastic here. Oh, it's just shooting fast now. What if I change the weight? Okay, the weight's no bueno. It's just gone now. Okay. Yeah, me too. All right. I think that's going to be it for me. I think I am just bashing my head against the Godot right now. So yeah, I think we're gonna have to work on the cannonballs on Wednesday. But for now, you know what? Practical NPC is still going. I don't know if he's gonna end soon, but usually when somebody raids him, he'll stream for a little bit longer. So let's give Practical NPC some love. And I appreciate all of you for hanging out. Thank you so much for being part of the stream today. I appreciate you all. Granger, thank you for all your help. Pipin, thank you for your motivation. Mutant, thank you for hanging out, dude. I appreciate you. And I hope you all have a great night. I'm going to be working on a little bit of art tomorrow off stream, maybe if I have some time. And then we'll continue some Godot work on Wednesday so that everybody can continue to see the struggle and also help me because I appreciate it. But thank you all for the great stream. I will see you on Wednesday. Have a great night, everyone. Make sure to show some goob goob love.